Welcome children for the second Literature in English class. Before we move on, let us have a quick go through of what we had done in the previous class. We had covered up the summary, title and the message of the poem, The Road Not Taken. In this poem, the poet brings out the dilemma that every human faces, not once but multiple times in his or her life, the dilemma of choice. We as people go through many circumstances and experience in our lives, and one of them is choosing between two or more paths. The poem opens depicting two physical roads separating from each other in yellow words, which indicates that the poet has set the poem in the woods during the autumn season. Let us move a step ahead now and analyze the poem. Robert Frost has made use of number of literary devices in order to explain the hidden meaning of the poem. Literary device, also called poetic device or figure of speech, is used in the poem to bring richness and clarity to the text with different meaning. The first literary device used in the poem is a metaphor. When we have the comparison between two things, it is said to be a metaphor. The road in the poem is the metaphor of life, while the fork on the road represent choices we make to determine the course of our lives. Similarly, the yellow words are the metaphor of making decisions during hard times of a person's life. The next poetic device used by the poet is imagery. It is used to make the reader feel things through his or her five senses. The poet has used sense of sight such as leaves, yellow wood and the road to make the reader actually perceive things they are reading. The next figure of speech used in the poem is a simile. A simile is a device used to compare things with similar qualities to make the reader understand things easily. The comparison is made by using as or like. In the poem, poet has used one simile in second stanza, as just as fair, where he finds both the roads similarly or equally worn. Another literary device used in the poem is personification. It is a device in which non-human things are given human qualities. In the poem, the poet has given the quality of a human to the road, for example, because it was grassy and wanted wear, as if the road is human and that it wants to wear and tear. Along with number of literary devices, the poet has made use of number of symbolism. The road in the poem symbolizes the journey of life, whereas the yellow wood symbolizes the autumn season and the undeciding nature of a human being. Thank you children. I hope the content of this video will help you understand the poem in detail. Have a nice day.